Hey everybody, I'm excited to share my devotional with you today, but before I do, I wanted to tell you that our youth are hosting Wildfire this year. It's going to be on Saturday, May 1st. This year we're going to have a Cinco de Mayo theme since we're having it in May. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will have tickets on sale in April online. We will also have a few hard copy tickets in the front office if you can't purchase online. If you are comfortable coming to the event, we would love for you to come. Masks are encouraged. Our youth will be wearing masks, and then we will be taking some safety precautions that night in terms of spacing people out, giving out individual pins, and that kind of thing. You can buy individual tickets for $7, or you can buy a table of 8 for $50. However, if you are not comfortable coming to this event, we totally understand, and if you still would like to support our youth, you can do that in two ways. Online, you will be able to make just a straight donation to our youth, or we have a new option this year called a ghost bidder ticket, which is where you can buy an actual ticket for $7, and we will send you a list of items that we will have at our silent auction, and you can tell us what items you want and how much you're willing to spend on those items. And then we will actually pair you with one of our college students, and they will be in charge of bidding for you throughout the night. So it's kind of like you being here and still getting to shop, but you can stay home and do it. So that is a cool option this year. We hope that you will support our youth. They are very excited about hosting Wildfire. They miss seeing everyone, and they have been so faithful during this time to still continue coming and learning and studying. And they're excited about their trips this summer. So if you can support them any way you can, I would really appreciate it. Today, I would like to share with you something that God has kind of been pressing into me lately in hopes that it will be an encouraging and maybe a challenge to you also. Let me ask you a question. How many times today have you complained or grumbled? It seems that some days we wake up with grumbling on our lips as we go throughout the day, commenting on all the things that are getting in the way of our day not being what we want it to be. It doesn't always sound like straight complaining. We've learned to give it new language that sounds better, like, I'm just being honest, or I just need to vent. The youth are studying the books of the Bible in Sunday school right now, and as we are making our way through the Old Testament, it's clear that two themes will continue to play out. One, the people will continue to sin, and two, they will continue to grumble. It's almost comical to read about how the people of Israel would predictably complain right after God rescued them over and over again. They were barely out of Egypt before they started complaining about new things, and even to the point of wanting to go back. Poor Moses and Aaron. I can only imagine how frustrating that was for them as they pleaded with God on their behalf. We consider ourselves to be so much more advanced as a people group today, but the truth is we still have the exact same pitfalls. We sin and we grumble. So we know about why we sin, but why do we grumble? First, we are not content with what God has given us. It seems unfair because our desires and our dreams have somehow become our expectations and even our rights. We get ahead of God and we are not patient in waiting for the best that He wants to give us. We also grumble because we forget. We forget the ways that God has worked in our lives in the past. When you read about the Israelites' journey to the Promised Land, it's easy for us to see the countless ways that God intervenes and provides for them in their past, present, and even in the future. But it's so much harder to see that in our day-to-day grind. Remembering is a discipline. We are taught to not dwell in the past, but it's so important to remember the ways that God has worked in the past to help us move into and through the present today. One of my most favorite verses in the Bible is Philippians 2:14. Do all things without grumbling. It sounds like a nice, sweet, inspiring verse until you think about those two words, all things. What would it look like if we were to truly move throughout our days without grumbling, even in the hardest and the most frustrating moments? Paul tells us in verse 15 what it would look like. You will shine like stars in the night sky. That is a beautiful image. I can't imagine a stronger example of Christ than a person that shines so bright against the darkness of the world. We all need to strive for that kind of light in our lives. Proverbs 3:5-6. You all know this one, but listen to these words. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Remember and rest in his plan for you. Your heart, your attitude, your words all reflect that you trust his promise and his timing for your life. And in the meantime, let's stop grumbling and start encouraging and praising with our words. Amen.